Hey, this is Steph from MKG Minneapolis, and this is your second day of sparring drills, finding common grounds between the arts. So, here, I'm going to borrow Victor here. So, we are going to work on prefixes to Pak Sao. So, what that is, a Pak Sao, first of all, is a trap. So, I want to trap his arm to his body at the same time that I'm hitting over the top. In the JKD context, we come in vertical fist. In Panasukan, we will often come in more of a back fist. But all these drills that we're doing here today can just as easily go straight into kickboxing. So it depends on where you end up. So if he comes forward with a jab, so I might end up here more in trapping range, or maybe he jabs and I hit and we're back out here more in boxing range, so that you're gonna follow up with kickboxing. So that sense of range is kind of built into this, and they're all excellent entries into trapping, they're excellent entries into kickboxing, and it's just some really solid counters to the straight left and the straight right. So the first drill that we're going to do is just your basic insert. So it's a simultaneous parry and insert up the middle here like that, and then from here we often go into the trapping. And you guys know that if you're in more of a boxing category, you can just hit over the top. But if you want to go more into trapping range, then you come over here like this. The second one is the insert to the body. So I parry and hit to the body at the same time. This will often bring the hand down a little bit, making this shot easier. So sometimes when you insert to Pak Sao, they have their hand up and it's strong. But this low jab will bring the energy low, making that trap up high a little bit more accessible. The third one is the inward gunting. So Rick likes to teach this in 3 different ways. So one is more long range. So you just kind of angle out and you hit the wrist here like that. You can get into boxing range from here, but this is a little bit, takes you out of trapping range. So another one we often do is more middle range. So you just go right to the bicep. So you're gonna parry and you're gonna smash the bicep here with this row of knuckles, and then this comes through and then over the top, and that puts you in the trapping range again. And the third option is you jam that rear hand. So this will slow down the cross that's probably coming afterwards. Then you mouse it, and then you come over the top. So any of those works in this context. So you can just mouse it here like that and follow it up, and whatever combo you have behind that is great. The next one, we have the backhand routine. So this one is off a cross. So you catch the jab, cross parry on the cross here like that, and then that hits the bicep. So to get back into trapping range, what we're going to do is we're going to backhand, wedge. This puts us into our reference point, and then you can trap either with a backhand or with a straight punch with the JKD. So you catch, backhand gunting, that backhand, he catches it, wedge, and then that puts you back into trapping range. The next one is the vertical gunting. So this one's a little bit different. So what it is a nerve strike. There's this radial nerve here just above the elbow joint. And what they like to do is take this row of knuckles here and catch it just above the elbow. And it's if you land this, the arm will it'll just go dead. It'll just go numb and you won't be able to lift it. So they like to try to take this out on the way to the trap over the top. Then we got Seiko. So Seiko to the fist. And if you know your Panasukan series, you know you can go Seiko to the body. There's a lot of different Seiko options, but for this one, we're either going to come horizontal to the fist, or you can come vertical to the fist. Obviously, if you're training this barehanded, don't hit the hand. You can just miss it, and then from here, just come over the top, or from here, you backhand into your trapping range again. Okay, so the next one is Pak Sao. We say Pak Sao in flight. So as he's jabbing, you just come over the top with your trap. I find this one a little hard sometimes if they have more of a flared or more traditional jab. Sometimes it's kind of hard to trap it into the body. And we often will do this in JKD class as more of a vertical trap. But it works as long as you are aware that as you're trapping this down, he might come with a hook. You just have to be ready for that. Be aware of that hook coming. So again, it's just Pak Sao in flight. So you just boom, over the top. Next one is we're going to start kicking now. So we're going to start adding the kicks. So the first one is on the jab cross. So you got your shoulder roll and kick, and then Pak Sao. if you're familiar with the jab cross series, a lot of times we go to cross across right away, boom, then you just go right into your punching combinations. But in this case, I want you to go ahead and catch this, shoulder roll and kick, and then trap over the top, and then you would follow it up on the body. And then same thing with the juk tech or the G tech, you kind of side kick to the leg here, and follow it up with the Pak Sao. Again, catch, G tech to Pak Sao. Last one is on the jab. So I'm going to parry, and I'm going to dumb tech at the same time. As a feeder, make sure you have weight on this front leg, especially for this one and the previous one, because I want to parry and stomp down on this knee at the same time. So from here, we usually go to a lift kick and then Pak Sao. That's going to help that transition. So you hit, then this angles a little bit, and then you step outside into your Pak Sao. So that is your Pak Sao prefixes. Those are all your trapping prefixes that we do in our JKD classes.